Trade between South Africa and Russia has been growing at a pedestrian rate. This is despite the two nations both affiliated to BRICS. South Africa mostly exports citrus to Russia, while Russia buys mainly fertilizer to South Africa. According to data released by the Observatory of Economic Complexity, trade between the two countries is in favor of Kremlin.
We are running a deficit, and it's really interesting to see what that deficit is composed of. So with Russia, we imported, and this is the latest trade statistics we've got, we imported in 2022 $47.7 million US, and we exported an amount that unfortunately led to a deficit which is around 3%. Okay. So we would like to take the conversation to where can we bridge these gaps. And if you look at it further, and I'm very happy to share all these data sets with you, if I have a look at what we are exporting to Russia, it's mainly agriculture and raw materials. So I think what we would like to see is more South African finished products being exported to Russia.
With South Africa's energy crisis, some believe that Russia can help bridge that gap.
One area where Russia and South Africa can greatly benefit from collaboration is it's energy. And I think the president of Black Business Council has already alluded that Rosatom is one of the best and the biggest nuclear energy company in the world. And they were very keen to assist South Africa with the energy, where we were engaged in those deliberations, and the politics came in. And that's unfortunate. And that is a big opportunity that we have missed.
The Western sanctions imposed on Russia have presented some challenges for those countries planning to do business with Russia. But some local businesses remain optimistic.
There are no sanctions between South Africa and Russia. Equally so, America or the West are not going to impose any decision against South Africa as a country in terms of who we must trade with and who our friends must be. Across the border here in Zimbabwe, the Americans have imposed the sanctions against Zimbabwe, and we do business with Zimbabwe. The same thing with Cuba.
Now we're going into a multipolar world. We're not buying anybody. If people have issues, like we said, there is so much potential that is untapped between Russia and South Africa, especially through platforms like SPIF.
Often described as the Russian Davos, the actual forum will take place from the 5th to the 8th of June in St Petersburg, where more than 17,000 participants from 130 countries will be in attendance to forge ties that will be beneficial for Russia and their domestic economy as well. Mpumelelo Maphalala, SABC News, Johannesburg.